We're looking at, I know you.
Yeah, 40.
Speak to the crowd tonight. I can look at the camera. Call this meeting of the Planning and Zoning Committee to order. Good evening. My name is John Hins. I'm the chairman of the Planning and Zoning Committee. I represent District 21, which consists of the south side of the city of Oshkosh, along with Lake Winnebago and around the airport. In a moment, I'll ask the other members of the committee to introduce themselves, and I will also ask the staff to introduce themselves and explain the appeals procedure. The hearing process is as follows. Please turn off or silence your cell phones. All testimony is given for the record. Please come forward when recognized, and you will be sworn in by the stenographer, or in case of Zoom, let us know. When talking, please speak clearly so that all in attendance can hear what you have to say. When you're giving your testimony, please state if you are for or against the item that you are testifying on. The committee doesn't want conversations between the members of the audience. If you feel the need to have a conversation with other individuals, we would ask that you leave the room, or if you're on Zoom, please mute your microphone. If you have questions of a particular speaker, please come forward and ask your questions of the committee, and we will try to find the answers for you. The committee will make its decision on January 6th. As with all county meetings, it is an open meeting. However, no additional testimony will be given at that time. This is your one and only opportunity to present testimony for the record. The deliberative meeting is held on the third floor conference room of the City Administration Building on Otter Street, and the meeting time is 7:30 a.m. And before I have my fellow members introduce themselves, I'd also like to add that committee member Zestera is on Zoom, and as such, she will be able to comment tonight, but she will not be able to vote. So,
I'm Mary Beth Gabbard. I represent District 12, which is a portion of the town of Oshkosh and the city of Oshkosh.
I'm Tom Egan, and I represent District 33.
My name is Howard Miller, and I represent District 36, which is the western half of Clayton, all of Winchester, and all of Wolf River.
Brian O'Rourke from the Planning Department. The appeals procedure is as follows. 1, anyone wishing to protest a zoning change needs to do so at least 24 hours prior to the item being considered by the county board. 2, if you want to appeal a decision relative to a conditional use permit or to protest a zoning change, please contact the zoning office during normal working hours and we can assist with that procedure. 3, anyone wishing to appeal a decision of the county board relative to a zoning change or land use plan amendment needs to obtain their own legal counsel in order to make that appeal to circuit court.
before we go to reading the first item, Supervisor Zestera, I would also ask that you introduce yourself, seeing as you are here to speak on the items.
Hello, I'm Shauna Zestera, Supervisor for District 32.
Okay, you.
Okay. First and only item, Winnebago County Planning, all A1 zone parcels under Winnebago County jurisdiction, zoning map amendment, adjourned from November 16th, 2022 public hearing.
So just as a brief history, this was adjourned from the November public hearing. This is the last part of the farmland preservation plan project that we had to do. The list I handed out are all of the parcels that will be changed from A1 to A2 that was done so voluntarily by the property owner. So that list is separated by town. And we did have a few towns respond. The town of Neenah recommended approval with findings. The town of Utica recommended approval with findings. The town of Vinland recommended approval with findings. And the town of Winchester recommended with findings. Other than that, there's no other correspondence for this item.
Okay, I'm looking, I don't think we have anybody else on Zoom right now, do we? So there's nobody, no one here to speak from the public. Do we have any questions or any discussion on this then?
I just have a question. I know that the state of Wisconsin is owns a large portion of A1 property.
Mhm.
I believe both the town of Winchester and Wolf River. There's no correspondence from them, or have they not been in contact?
They have been contacted. I believe they did respond. I'll double check between now and then deliberative, because I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know that they were contacted and notified.
Okay, yeah, because they're the majority.
Right.
They own most of the A1 land that's
Right.
still around.
Anyone else? Through all the correspondence and communications, so I'll accept a motion to adjourn until
Move to be adjourned.
Second.
it's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Adjourn.